Good morning! This morning I am planting out all my winter seeds. Well, not all of them because I'm going to successively plant them. But I need to plant a heap of carrot seeds because I've got no carrots left. I'm planting some of my broad beans and peas. Hopefully I get them all in. I've got a few different varieties of shelling and snow and sugar snap peas. So hopefully there's enough room in the veggie patch, but I might have to clear some more tomatoes out. And I'm also planting some of my flowers and my brassicas and stuff like that in the hot house so that they can be in warmth and grow hopefully a bit more quick. I have got some seedlings that I bought from big box store to kind of get me going because I've been so disorganized this autumn. I haven't had any seedlings growing, so I had to buy them, but that's okay. We are learning to grow on a bigger scale. Back in suburbia, our whole house block was smaller than my veggie patches combined. It was about 700 square meters or slightly over, and I've got more than that in growing space here. So it's been a bit of a learning curve, looking after everything and growing everything that we need and growing successively too. So we're a little bit behind, but we will get there. I've cleared out this bed from all the tomatoes that were in here. These guys. And now I'm going to plant my carrots in here. Usually I'd put them in the other garden bed where I'm planting my garlic. It's beautiful in there. I grow really big, awesome carrots in there. And if I have a little bit of room at the end, because I can fit 1,200 garlic bulbs in there, but I've only got around about 1,000, maybe a little bit over. So I'll put in a row of carrots if I've got the space. But I needed something else with friable soil, and this is the only other garden bed on the farm that's got soil good enough to grow carrots. So I'm going to give it a go, and hopefully they grow beautifully in here too and we don't get the forked roots, which is what I'm a little bit worried about. But down the bottom I'm going to pop in some of the Paris carrots, which are the balls, and I'm hoping, because the ground's not so great down there, that those carrots will grow nicely, and they also grow really quick. So I'll be able to get a good harvest of carrots to begin with down the bottom with the quick growing ones, and then the longer growing ones I can harvest from here. Because I've picked my last carrots in that veggie patch and I'm about to clean it out to plant my garlic. So it's a little bit sad. Carrots have been very reliable for our family this year. We've picked hundreds of them and we've eaten them with nearly every meal. And so now we're going to have a few months of no carrots, and I should have been more prepared and successively planted, but I wasn't. So now I suffer. It's just one of those things, you know. But anyway, I've learnt my lesson. Make sure I successively plant. So I've got carrots all year round. I bought a Market Farmers pack from the Diggers Club, and it's got 18,000 seeds in it. But this is a mix of colours, and they're all heirloom seeds, and so we've got red to orange and purple to yellow, so that's pretty cool. And I know that there's white in here too because I've had a few of those from last harvest, but it's really fun pulling out a carrot and figuring out what colour it is. It's always exciting. So, plus they all taste good and they're fun to cook with. So, that's my favourite carrot mix. I've sown a heap of my seeds now. It's So these are all my broccolis and cabbages and cauliflowers. I've got kale and kohlrabi, some silver beet and perpetual spinach. This is red silver beet. And then down here is the start of my flower garden. I've got a heap of different things in here. I've got foxglove, echinacea, wallflowers. What's this? Livingstone daisy. I think I've got 2 of those. Yep. And then some cornflowers and calendula and larkspur, hollyhock. And then down here I've got some verbenas, some nemisa, statice, common daisy and snapdragons. So I can't wait to get these in the ground and get some beautiful winter flowers. Up here I've got my sweet potato slips overwintering. I had one issue, and that was the kale being eaten by snails or slugs. So I've covered them up, and hopefully we can figure out how to combat this problem. I'm picking the last of my beans. I'm going to keep these dried and plant them next spring. So I had intended to keep some to cook with as a dried bean, but I didn't get anywhere near enough for our family's usage, so I decided to keep them all and mass plant next year. So these are the beautiful painted lima beans. Got some red kidney beans, and these are a green, the green bean, but I didn't realise that I'd planted it here because I planted some somewhere else as well. And I thought these were all dried beans, but that's alright. We really enjoyed eating green beans for the first time this year. We've had them before, but they're nothing like homegrown. And 3 out of 5 of us really enjoyed eating them. So I'm going to plant a heap next year. We really like them roasted really hot and really quickly in the oven as a chip. I might dehydrate some too to eat as a snack. But yeah, we plan to grow a lot of those next year. And now I'm planting my winter beans, broad beans. My kids love these, so I grow heaps of them each year for them. And then the extra that they can't eat, I'll dry to use in soups. And now my shelling peas. We use a lot of these. So I'm planting over 100 plants, and I'm hoping I have surplus so I can freeze them.